Yeah, hey, I like you.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video today, I will be just showing you guys how I do my everyday, I guess you could say like fall makeup routine. Since it is a little bit cold outside right now and we tend to be a little dry, I am just gonna show you guys how I go through and I do my makeup, and we will just go from here. First thing first, before we even get into this video, I want to just go ahead and say right now, we're not gonna talk about it. What we are not gonna talk about is the way my lashes is like non-existent. You know, I really need them done. First thing I'm putting on though is the Laneige. I cannot pronounce half the stuff I have. I'm so sorry, but it's just a lip sleeping mask. I use this as like regular like chapstick or whatever, like before I do anything, because my lips is crusty. So first things first, with that same brand, Laneige. Let me figure out how to pronounce this. Hold on. Laneige. Whatever this girl said. So I go in with the Water Bank moisturizer. I go in with the Water Bank Moisture Cream. I am like really messing with this stuff. It has been doing wonders, like just in general overall. They got some good products. I can't even sit here and lie like they don't. I'm gonna go ahead and add this to my face and then we will get to rubbing it in. I actually kind of use two moisturizers. One is more of like a sunscreen, but this is the first one that I use. All right, I be forgetting that I have a mic that I can hook up to this camera. I get scared to use it because I don't know like if it's gonna work, and then I'm gonna record the whole video and then nobody's gonna be able to hear me and da-da-da-da, and I'm gonna have to do it again, but it's plugged up. I hope it works. Hope y'all can tell the difference in the sound. If not, Next thing that I use is the Fenty Skin. This is the moisturizer with SPF in it. You always use a little bit of sunscreen. It don't matter if it's cold outside, if it's not cold outside. But I'm gonna use it again. These are my products. I'm gonna use them how I want to use them. If it looks a mess, it's just gonna have to be a mess. Okay, so once I completely rub this in and it is looking nice and greasy, nice and oily, I will go in with a foundation, like just to make everything one solid color. I know a lot of people use concealer first. I'm not that type of girl. I'll go ahead and just start off with my base. Actually, I'm lying to y'all. First thing I do is my eyebrows, because I don't really do that much, but that's definitely the first thing that I do. I don't know what I'm talking about, where I'm going with this. This is a mess. First thing that I use is this NYX Professional Makeup Precision Brow Pencil. This is the first thing that I use, and this is in the shade Espresso. So with this, what I'd like to do is just go in. Should I zoom y'all in? Let me zoom y'all in just a little bit more. So first thing that I do with this is how the end of it looks. That's how that looks. How I use this one is I go under and I underline my brows right here. And then I will kind of like bring it up just a little bit. And then I will also go over the top of my brows with it just to add some color there as well. Girl, I'm trying to look in this camera and put these on. This is hard. Once I use the brow pencil, I will go in with the Glossier Brow Flick. This is disgusting. I'm sorry that it is this dirty. I go in with the brow flick. What this does is add hair-like strokes in my brows, so I don't have to use that because I don't want to. This is like what the tip of it looks like. So very fine, literally looks like a little Sharpie. And I'll just go in and I will flick this throughout my brows just to add in that color on the inside so the outline doesn't look too harsh. You'll see once I get to the front of my brow, I go ahead and I flick this straight up. So I try not to make these too perfect, just to kind of add like hair-like strokes in them, because it makes it look a lot better. And I normally do these a little bit longer than like the rest. I always make these like higher up. just because I feel like it looks a little bit better. Once I do that, I'm gonna go in on this side and do the same thing. Okay. Now that we're finished with brows, well, we're not completely finished, but we're finished for now, because as you can see, they looking really harsh. But once everything gets pulled together, they won't look like this. What I use for foundation, especially in the colder months, I really use this whenever, just because it just looks so much better on my skin, other than like the actual like thick cakey foundations, because I do tend to have pretty dry skin, and the thick full coverage makeup, I don't like the way they feel. Like, girl, my face cracks like bad, and I don't like it. The foundation or BB cream that I use is the Smashbox Camera Ready BB cream, and this is in the shade light medium. It has like, this is what the top of it looks like. Again, all my stuff is probably dirty, and I don't really care because it's my stuff and nobody else is gonna use it. But so I go ahead and I just put a few dabs like all over my skin. As y'all can see, like, this is pretty much like a perfect match for my skin. So once I get all that everywhere, I go in with a Morphe M439 brush that looks like this. So it's pretty big, and I just go in and I pat everything out around my face. I don't put makeup on my forehead. The reason I do not do that is because my forehead is already like the darkest thing on my face, and I just feel like once I put the makeup on my forehead, that's whenever I start looking ashy, and that's the look that's what I don't want. I'm not going for that look at all. So I don't put makeup on my forehead because I'm gonna look real ashy. Y'all see how already, like, how just even I look? Like, it's crazy. It is so crazy how fast this stuff just lays. Like, it literally looks like skin. Like, this is skin, and it's definitely giving. It's so nice. I didn't think I was gonna like this stuff as much as I did whenever I bought it, because I was using the just like a regular like Maybelline BB cream. Once I got this, girl, I never went back. Patting this out around my face, looking like skin. I'll go between my eyebrows, and then that's really probably as much as I'm gonna do on my forehead. So since I have lash extensions on, I don't really put on any type of like eyeshadow or anything, just because it's not needed at all. The color of my eyelids, I kind of already like the way that they look. They are a little bit darker, so I kind of already like the way that they look without the makeup on them. So yeah, I'm not gonna put any eyeshadow on in this video today. Maybe for another time whenever I don't have extensions on, but you probably won't ever see me do a makeup video without lash extensions, or at least falsies, because I'm not for the no lash look no more. Especially whenever I like go to do like makeup stuff, I need to have some lashes because I look like a kid. Next thing that I use is the Tarte Shape Tape, and this will be my concealer. This is in the color Medium Honey. I really like a light under eye and like just light like in the middle of my face, just because it just adds contrast to the rest of my face. So I go in and I just put this in certain areas. So I know y'all probably seen that little TikTok trend where they only put it like in certain spots, like under their eyes. That's what I'm gonna do. So you take it right here, and then I will just drag it up the side of my eyes like this, and it's supposed to give you more of a like elongated type snatched face, and it does. It definitely gives that effect, and I like the way that it looks. So then I'll put a little bit on the chin, and then we'll put a little bit on the tip of our nose, and then around the bridge. Again, I don't really put anything on my forehead. What I normally do is just kind of like drag the extra product up like to my forehead, and then we'll go about it that way. But what I like to do is I like to let this sit for just a little bit, just to where it can dry just a tiny bit, because I found that whenever I let it dry, it definitely blends so much better. Like, it makes it more full coverage, and it just makes it look so much better than it normally would whenever I would just go ahead and blend it straight out like right now. But how I blend these out is I take a wet beauty blender. We're not going to use this one today just because, actually, I don't know, because I don't want y'all to think I'm gross with this dirty blender, because I do have a brand new one that I haven't used yet, because I don't want to use it, because I really like the way that this one feels. Like, I get used to them, and like, I don't want to give them away. I don't want to throw them away. I want to keep them forever, because I like the way it feels. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna, okay, we're just gonna use this one. So what I go in with is a wet beauty blender. So I will be right back. I gotta go wet this, because girl, we don't use no dry one over here. All right, so with our wet beauty blender, we will go ahead and just start blending everything out. I normally always start with my chin, just because, I don't know, I couldn't tell you. I just always start with my chin, just because I just feel like that's where I need to start. Let these dry up a little bit more. And then once I do that, I will go ahead and move to my eyes. My feelings is hurt because it's getting dirty already. We will go ahead and blend this out and drag everything upward. And then I just pat this in, bring it down some. And then you see how like it kind of just gives you like that snatch like look right there? Yeah, that's what we're going for. It won't look like that once we like get the whole face on. Like, it's not gonna look like that harsh of a line, but it definitely helps out a little bit. I mean, and even with my head shape, it kind of already like looks that way. But we'll go ahead and blend out the other eye, and then we will go ahead and we will blend out the nose. Makeup does not like sticking to my nose, and I don't know what it is, but it will not stick to save my life. Like, it will not stick, and I don't know what it is, and I don't know how to get it to start sticking. It doesn't matter what primer, foundation, this, it's not gonna work. And then with the leftovers, I kind of just take it down right up under my nose, just to add some brightening there, because again, that is where most of my hyperpigmentation is. Next thing I will use is a contour. So what I normally use for that is the Fenty Beauty like Beijing Gal bronzer. But again, since we are a little dry right now and the weather is a little bit colder, I will be using more of like a cream contour. So this is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. Y'all know what this is, babes. We use a mixture of the good stuff and the drugstore stuff. It humbles you. It really does. So before I even like begin to put any setting powders or anything on, I just go ahead and I put this on, just since it is cream and I don't want to make anything like super muddy. So first area I will put it at is right on my cheeks, or right up under it. Look a little bit better. I do take a little bit, put it right up under my lip. Gives me, babes, a pout. It gives me a pout that I don't have. And then I get nervous putting this one on my nose, but for the sake of the video today, we will do it. And then what I'll do is take it from my eyebrows, connect it to there, and then bring everything down. Give us very much so nose job. And then I will just take some, and then I do put this on my forehead. And the reason I put this on my forehead is because I have brought makeup up from the other areas of my face, and I know that they're on my forehead. So we just have to darken everything back up and bring everything back together. So with the old beauty blender that I have, this one, the dirty line, we will go ahead and we will blend all of this out. But I think that the technique that I do now, definitely I look very put together, like, and it makes me look very smooth and nothing really looks like muddy. Like, you see how good like this already looks? Like, it looks so good. Like, I barely have to like do anything. Like, it's not hard at all. Like, when I tell you, it is so crazy. Like, I can really walk out the house like this and nobody will say anything. But you keep blending until everything is really to your desired look. If you want to add more, you can. If you don't want to add more, don't do it. But, and then like with the sides right here, like this is where we take this makeup, and it kind of just brings everything together. So it doesn't, you still don't have like too harsh of a line, but you definitely can still see where everything got pulled back together. We will go in with the point of this one. This probably has a little bit of concealer on it, which I'm not mad about. And then we'll go ahead and blend out the nose. the nose really blending in. This is the only thing that I would say kind of be careful with, I guess, because you don't want to, this can look muddy real fast, but you can also fix it real easy with more concealer. This is how we're looking so far. Looking real good, looking real good. Go back over and fix out any creases that I have from not setting it before, and I will go back under my eyes with this, drag it back up a little bit, and then go back down the sides of my nose. This just pulls everything back together. And so now what I do is go in with a setting powder, and the setting powder that I use is the One Size setting powder. So with this, girl, I was a Laura Mercier stan. Like, that is what I used. I didn't want nothing else. Like, don't even know Walmart banana powder. I don't want it. Like, yeah, I used to use it, but I didn't want it. Like, I wanted my good old Laura Mercier. Like, that's what I needed to use. One day I was watching Anel Armand's video, and she was going, like, she was raving about this. So I was like, is it really that good? I was like, let me try it. So I went to Sephora and I went and I got it. And I got the little one, as you can see, because I was like, let me not get the big one because I don't know if I'm gonna like this stuff. So I got the little one, and let me tell you, this powder is so good. Like, it's not heavy at all. Like, when I tell you, you don't even feel it whenever you put it on. Like, it's not heavy at all. And it's so crazy because the Laura Mercier one, like, once I used this one, I was like, babes, I can't even use you no more because you was real heavy. Like, you was real heavy. And whenever I'm going for like a dewier look, like, she was bringing me down. Like, Miss Laura was bringing me down. Don't get me wrong, I'm probably gonna end up going back to her, but like for a special occasion. But this is forever, forever, forever. Like, Miss One Size, you're not going nowhere. You're stuck. You are stuck with me. So how I put my powder under my eye, because I don't bake, because I'm not trying to be dry, I go in with just a regular like fluffy brush, and I just kind of like pat that up under my eyes, and I kind of just go ahead and brush everything away because I don't want, again, I don't want to be matte, so I don't bake. And then I'll put this on my chin, and then I will add a little tiny bit to my nose. Again, nothing sticks. It doesn't matter if I do it, if I don't do it, nothing sticks. And then I kind of just brush all that away. Now, if I bake anything, it'll be the cuts in my cheeks. So for this, I go in with another dirty beauty blender, and I will add in some creases there. I don't really let these sit too long because, again, I'm not trying to be dry and cracking. But I don't really add that much anyway, so it don't really matter. Gives me a little bit of definition in the cheeks, even though my cheeks are already like super, super high. Again, not adding too much. I know you're probably looking at me like, this girl is tearing her face up. Like, why? I know that hurts. Like, it don't. I don't realize like how rough I am until I start recording a video, and it's like, girl, like, you really beating yourself up on camera. Next thing I go in with is with the Fenty. I'm gonna go back over my nose contour and then just a little bit on the cheeks, just so it can add a little bit more color, since I did put that powder on there. And I just go in with this, and then I use just like regular brushes. So now I'm gonna brush away. No, I'm gonna go ahead, girl, this video is everywhere. I'm gonna go ahead and use a blush if I can find it. If y'all wants to see this table, y'all will be like, girl, how do you have any, like, how do you find anything? Like, I do not see it. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. It's right in front of me. Don't judge me for what y'all about to see, because this blush, I love it, and I don't even think they sell it anymore. But this is just one of like the old like Ulta Beauty blushes. This is in shade Blush Crush. At this point, at this stage in my life, whenever I bought this, I was just trying to get into using blush because I was like, you know, I really like how it looks. Like, it looks so good. Like, I love it. and I just bought something, and what I bought was so good, and I don't want nothing else. I'm just like so scared to buy like blushes that I don't know how they're gonna look on my face, and especially right now you can't do anything in any stores. You can't touch makeup, you can only look at it, like you can't do anything with it. But what I do with this is I just take it right at the top of my cheekbones, because I don't want it right on my cheeks, just because they are already so high up. It's not gonna do anything but like highlight that area, and I don't really like that look on me. So I take it right up here. But yeah, we ain't got no jawbones over here. We have no jaw structure. Well, we do. Let me stop lying. We got a little something. You guys remember how I said we weren't finished with our eyebrows yet? Well, this is where we finish them up. What I go in with is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. I'm sure you guys have seen this. This is how it looks on the inside. It's like a clear like gel type consistency. So I take this and I take an old like eyebrow brush and I dip it into here, and then I just go up my brows. What this does for me is just literally like sticks into my head. This is what gives me the fluffy like laminated brow look that I am obsessed with. I just don't want to get my brows laminated because I'm a little terrified. So I pat a little bit at the front at first, and then with the rest I drag the leftover that is on my brush down, and I go ahead and I just go back over all that, and this is whenever I start pushing down harder to just get it to stick. So again, pat a little bit at the front, drag the rest of it down to the back, and our brows are finished. They're looking thick. They're looking like brows. They're looking good. So now what we do is setting spray. The setting spray that I use is the Morphe Luminous setting spray. This is the one in the clear bottle. I have makeup all over all my stuff. But this is the Morphe setting spray. And I go ahead and I just spray this all over. Okay, that should be good. So now that we're soaked, I go ahead and I take my hands and I just fan my face back to dryness. You can go in with your beauty blender and like clean it up, but I'm gonna let it dry down just a little bit, and then I'll go back into it. I'll probably wait until it's like 85–90% dry, and then I'll go in with my beauty blender and just pat everything back down. Back to dry, or keep everything nice and smooth, just so we don't have any wet looking spots in there. Y'all see how glowy I look, like how dewy I look? It looks so good. I'm gonna take like a little like cotton pad and I'm just gonna wipe it away. I'm going in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I will just put this on my bottom lashes just to bring a little bit of something down there. So you just put this on the bottom lashes, and we are almost finished. Okay, so now that we got a little bit of color on the bottom, now I will go in with the lip combo. Okay, hear me out. I don't really do much. Only thing I do is I take a lip liner, and then I take a, where's that stuff at? I take the Lip Injection by Too Faced, like a lip plumper, and I just put it on. We just put it on. So this is so old, I don't even know if they sell this anymore. What is this? I don't even know what this is. Oh, this is by Urban Decay. She got money. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in the shade Conspiracy. Okay, so when I bought this, the lip line thing wasn't a thing yet, and I bought it and I was like, I don't even know how I'm gonna use this. I don't know how I'm gonna make this look good. I don't know what to do. But now that the lip line thing is in, I use it every single day. It don't matter what I put on. I will put this on with some chapstick. So we just go ahead and go over our natural line. We will follow the Cupid's bow and everything. So once we like line that, I kind of like try and like push my lips together just so everything kind of like goes and just looks better. Again, not overlining, not underlining, just following our natural shape. And I don't really have to like go like on the outside, because my lips on like the outside of my lips, they're already like kind of like this color. I don't take that much though. Just let that sit and we are pretty much finished. Okay, I'm gonna brush out these 3 to 5 lashes I have on each eye. I pray none of these fall out while I'm trying to do this, cause they holding on. They're holding on, girl. They're holding on so good. We are pretty much finished with the makeup. All right, so we've done hair, we've done makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely, if there's anything that you guys ever want to see from me, let me know if you see this. I am new to this YouTube thing, and I'm trying to, you know, be more active. I'm trying to get into it. I'm trying to put out stuff that, you know, people want to see, people want to watch. I think you guys might like me just a little bit. But yeah, definitely, if there's anything else you guys ever want to see from me, let me know. I'm down to do it. I can do it. But if you see this, you know, be active with me. Get in touch with me. Comment down below, like the video, subscribe if you want to see more of me for sure. But if you are coming back, hopefully see you guys in the next one. Peace.